Oh, sorry, a little bit separately for one moment. Did you guys see that like Theo Vaughn was taping a Netflix special and he bombed? I will just say there's this like terrible idea from like podcasters or even just like content creators online that think that they're still like funny. It's like going and trying to watch Steven Crowder's stand up. It's not good. It's so bad. Oh, someone recorded a little bit of it. Hold up.
I don't know what to tell you about that, man. I'm having a long month. I'm trying not to take my own life, so I just want to get these photos.
Is that part of the bit? Is that part of the joke? Saw Theo at Beacon Theater tonight for his Netflix taping. 1/3 of the crowd walked out, myself included, and they seemed to keep coming. Worst set I've ever seen. Pandering to the dumbest 50 people in the room. Failure of epic proportions. True, I was at the show tonight and he had to pause the show to ask for the punchline several times. Just came out of his 9 p.m. show, started off strong, but it was a roller coaster that fell off at the end. There were multiple times where he would walk off stage to talk to someone or be in the middle of a story and then forget where he was and then restart. I absolutely love Theo, but to me it seemed like he was on something, whether drugs or alcohol, or seems to just be more than just nerves. Huge fan of the podcast, but the set was all over the place. Bits and pieces were funny. It was nerve-wracking to watch. Could feel the tension in the room. Did 1/3 of the crowd leave the venue? I was in the orchestra, so I don't know about the balcony. Towards the end, people did start walking out, but it was less than 1/3. We probably left 10 minutes before the show ended based on when the crowd started coming out. Other people left, but definitely not 1/3 of the crowd. The show was terrible. Hands down, the worst comedy show I've ever seen. Oh, dude. That's tough. Stop, Naomi, stop. I don't think anyone has the power to watch this. He apparently repeated bits so he could get better camera angles. Oh my god. I'm trying to make an iOS shortcut that records police interactions with a single button press, but I keep running into a wall of losing the footage when you lock your phone or having your phone unlocked by a cop. Want to send the video or audio when your phone's locked? Thanks, Apple SMH. Dude, that would be crazy. Making an app like that. Heard the chickens came back to roost, Theo? Yeah. Who are we talking about? Theo Vaughn. Which, like, I don't hate Theo Vaughn. It just makes me sad that, like, he could be so much more, and yet he's not. He confuses me. Well, I think the thing that pisses a lot of people off is when he talks about how, like, there's a genocide in Gaza, and then, like, within a week, he's getting dinner with Melania Trump. It's like, really? Sorry, Ivanka Trump. Sorry. Yeah, Theo Vaughn. You care a lot about Gaza. And then he, like, has the audacity to talk about how, like, harmful, how he didn't know how harmful Trump's policies would be. And then meanwhile is, like, actively platforming him as much as he can. It's like, Once attended a Jeff Dunham show was absolutely ass. Only a small part of the show was remotely funny. The rest was pandering to right-wing chuds. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, like, there are so many comedy specials that are so ass. Like, not to be the classic annoying leftist that's like, I got bad vibes immediately, but I remember when I tried to watch a special from the guy who turned out to be like this giga cult rapist fuck who was like, didn't know you can save things off of Snapchat. Chris D'Elia. That guy. I watched his comedy special, and I'm not joking, guys. One of the comedy specials on Netflix, it's like the first 15 or 20 minutes is about how, like, 20-year-old college women are all whores and sluts. And I was like, okay. He's gonna move on to, like, the next bit, right? And it was like 20 minutes of, like, him talking about how you can make college girls do anything you want. And I was like, this is not fun. Like, it's just weird. Like, there's no punchline. The punchline is just, I'm a rapist. It's like, okay. That's weird. Maybe it's just not for me. Ha 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 ha. And then I closed it. He's just a method actor. He's the one who plays the pedophile in You. So true. So true. And then there was like Louis C.K. I remember I watched one of his specials. I picked a random one, and I accidentally made the mistake of clicking one of the ones that he did after his divorce. And I'm not joking. That one was also 20 minutes about talking about how his bitch ex-wife had saggy tits for 20 minutes. And I was like, Oh, the joke is that he hates his ex-wife. Okay. I guess it's just not for me. Ha ha. And I give these specials a lot of time. Like, I really give them a lot of time. I'm okay with like 5 minutes of like edgy jokes that don't really hit for me. I'm like, whatever, that's fine. Nah, whatever, that's fine. No, okay, fine. But like, 20, you get 20 minutes. You get 20 minutes tops, and if you haven't made the special good yet, I'm closing that shit and I'm watching something else. I'm sorry. I just can't do that, dude. I'm sorry. You know what's a good example of a special I was able to watch all the way through, despite it having a lot of bad sections? Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's jokes, when he's not talking about trans people, are still pretty funny. When he's talking about not trans people, it's like, oh, yeah. Because he's got good delivery. He has the ability to be a good comedian. It's like, oh, yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. What's the punchline? This is just like man wearing dress again. I've heard this joke. Boo! Can I get a fucking good joke? God damn it, dude. But that's why Dave Chappelle is so depressing for so many people. Because it's like, damn, really? You can write such good comedy and yet you're doing this, whatever the fuck this garbage is. Have you watched Jim Jeffries? I think I have. Maybe? No, I haven't seen this guy. No. I only know him by name. Do you see Gianmarco Ceresi's comedy special on YouTube? I thought it was the truest form of edgy comedy. That guy can do edgy comedy. Now a bunch of comedians are doing shows in Saudi Arabia for a festival. Dude, don't even get me started on that. Which again, like, that's the depressing thing about Dave Chappelle. It's like, you can write good jokes. Why the fuck are you writing this drivel? Why the fuck are you writing this garbage? You're capable of doing good comedy. Why are you writing garbage? I'm down for any edgy type of joke, but there has to be an actual punchline, and there has to be something that I haven't heard a million times before. I'm sorry, like the old ball and chain joke gets kind of boring after the 500th time. Most people like jokes till they feel attacked. I mean, no. I've listened to comedians that have told jokes that I felt very attacked by. Okay? And I also thought that they were funny because the delivery was really good. Like, I don't know that it holds up anymore, but I'm pretty sure Dan Cummings has a lot of jokes that I was like, damn, that kind of hurt. But that was pretty funny. The joke just has to be funny, right? I'm down for a joke that makes fun of me, but it has to be funny. This perfect encapsulation of right-wing comedy. Guys, can you imagine a man in a dress? It's like, yeah, it's really hot, okay? Next question. Monkey Giga. I will say, this might be a controversial opinion. I never really liked Joe Rogan as a comedian. I never thought he was funny. I don't know. I get that some people liked him earlier, but I never thought that he was funny. I'm sorry. I thought he was always kind of dog to this comedian. He has good, like, stage presence, but his jokes aren't funny. Like, he's not awkward on a stage. Like, he can work a crowd. The problem is that his jokes are just boring. If his jokes weren't so fucking boring, I would like him. Or, like, as a comedian, not as a person. That's controversial? I don't know. I find that some people kind of find that stuff to be controversial. I don't know. Not controversial. People only like his podcast, not his comedy. He was funny before he started the podcast. I didn't really like him before he started it either. Okay, I only have the screenshot of, like, the text that somebody else sent me, so I'll just show you guys this. It was this photo of friend of the channel, Pink Chew, also known as absolutely wonderful human being and Latino goth GF. Latina, excuse me. And then he made it was somebody else reposting that photo of her, and he quote tweeted it with the most obscene message I've ever read in my life that said, as future Secretary of State, I would approve the attractive female visa. We would call it the DD visa, of course. I will need to do regular in-depth reviews of applicants to ensure the administration is properly doing its job. May need a long PP for this one. Unfortunately, he's really not beating the passport bro allegations. Unfortunately, not beating the passport bro allegations. But the thing is, because Pink dated Tectone, and because Tectone and Ladyboy Mindset, almost dead named him, are friends, he fucking deleted the tweet. He fucking deleted the tweet. He got like 600 fucking furious messages, and he was like, oh, fuck, fine, I'll delete it. What a fucking pussy, dude. What a loser. That's so good, dude. That's so good. Anywho. Good days, guys. Good days to be on the winning side, as always. All right. Okay. Close. Close. Close, close, close. Classic leftism, million tabs open. Okay. Now. I don't have a good segue for this one, but I just want to show it to you all because it makes me happy to see racist pieces of shit made to look like total fucking idiots. This guy who's like, I guess, like walking around in the UK and saying, would you rather have an all-black national soccer team that wins or an all-white English national soccer team that loses?
Would you rather have an all-black national soccer team that wins or an all-white English national team that loses?
I mean, as an Aussie, like, mate, is what it is. Like, you get the win, you get the win. Ain't about colour, boys. Ain't about colour. It's all about getting the win, mate. So,
do you think a black guy can be English?
Of course, mate. Yeah. Like, I've only been here 2 months, and like most English fellas I've met, the black fellas, mate. Like, they're good boys. Like, is what it is.
What about Indians? Can an Indian become an Australian?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We got heaps, mate. You ever been to Sydney?
Nah, not yet.
Nah, look, like, you know, it's at the end of the day, like, it comes down to this is my analogy, right? If you're a good cunt, you're a good cunt. If you're a shit cunt, you're a shit cunt. Doesn't matter about skin tone, mate.
Would you rather have an
If you're a shit cunt, you're a shit cunt. If you're a good cunt, you're a good cunt. So true, King. So true. Dude, imagine getting mogged so hard. Imagine being the most racist fucking loser and then being mogged so hard by the Chadzilla Australian that says, what matters is getting the W, bro. I'm not trying to hold L's like you guys. What the hell are you talking about, man? What the fuck are you talking about? It's also particularly, I feel like, funny to talk about, like, to be racist about something that makes no sense to be racist about. Like, I feel like even if you're not black, I feel like everyone's listened to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. And at least 50% of the people that have listened to it understand that half the critique there is that, like, Canadian black men are not like us. They're not like, they don't have the same racial struggles that American black men have had to face. And so a lot of the culture that's appropriated is pretty pathetic. Haven't listened to it. Shut the fuck up. Like, are we serious right now? That the idea that all black men are exactly the same, so why the fuck would you want that or something, question mark? It's like not a good argument, because if you talk to different people from different places, you quickly realize that they're much more similar to the other people in their region that they've grown up around than they are to whatever skin color they fucking have. Like, it makes no fucking sense.